Ready? I was waiting for you. Oh, look, something's going on with... Wait, check that out. You see the paparazzi? Okay, so shall we start? Amazing. Today we started by washing Laura's hair with Repair shampoo, and we've prepped her hair with MCT, which is the moisture conditioning treatment. We've left that on for about 10 minutes. It's quite nice, really hydrating, because Laura's hair is quite dry. We're going to diffuse her hair today and make it really curly and bouncy. So the hero product today is definitely going to be the Curl Creme Definer. We're going to make a bit of a product cocktail because we're also going to be using some formation. Now, formation's really good in dry hair, super flexible. It's also good in wet hair. So we're going to be putting these two together to get a rich curl. I'm going to start with using the Curl Cream Definer, putting a nice dollop in the palm of my hand and working that in from the roots to the ends. Laura's hair is curly everywhere, so we want to get it everywhere and have her curl quite nice and defined. So I'm starting at the roots and working it all the way through. It's important to do this in wet hair. You can towel dry it, but the wetter the better. It makes the curl hold a little bit better, because if you're using it in dried hair, it's just going to frizz up and not give as much curl and definition. Now, making sure it's all the way through the hair, nice and even. That's why I started at the roots, because I'm working it through from the roots all the way to the ends. Now, the same way that I used the Curl Cream Definer, I'm going to use formation. Sometimes you can mix them both in your hands, but today I'm doing each product separately, just so I can show how to use it. With the formation, I'm going to actually start on the ends and work my way up, because the ends are generally the frizziest bit, and across the hairline, I want to make sure that they hold the most. First things first, before we diffuse it, I'm actually going to wrap Laura's hair into small sections, not too small, not too tight, but this way we're going to dry it when we diffuse it and it's going to hold the curl a little bit better. I don't want to dry it 100% this way, I do want to mess it up after. But initially when we start, we're going to be blow drying her hair with the diffuser from the front. That way we'll get a little bit more volume when her head's tilted forward, but we're also going to wait and drop it back. That way it'll have a little bit more natural movement. Please continue. Thank you very much, very sweet of you. Now at this point, I'm pretty happy with how we're going. I'm going to get Laura to throw her head back and we're going to start drying it the opposite way. And yeah. So we've gotten Laura's hair to about 80% dry, 90%. I don't want to go too much more because it'll start blowing it out. But you can see the definition in her curls now. Using the formation and letting it dry in from wet can make the hair a little bit tighter, especially around the curls. It's always fine to kind of get in there, rough the hair up a little bit. It'll break it up. It doesn't have to be too tight. It's just depending on how your client feels or how you feel or how you feel, pretty much. Another little sneaky tip is to maybe go back through if you feel like you've over dried the hair, which we haven't because we're very professional here. You can always add a little bit more of the Curl Cream Definer because it's light. Do a nice little bit on the palm of your hand and go through wherever you think it's dry and just reapply and let it sit naturally. So I'm just putting a little bit more on at the ends and then some through the top. And there you have it. Nice curls on Laura using the Curl Cream Definer and a little bit of formation.